Collaborative filtering. Let's say we have some movie rating data. We have different users and how they rate different movies. Empty means they did not watch the movie. So let's have an example question. What movie should we recommend Frank? What movie to recommend Frank? And the version of collaborative filtering we're going to do today is find similar users. Find similar user, in our case, to Frank. So we have 3 users to compare Frank with. We can compare with Greg, Hillary, and Joe. So let's look at Frank versus, let's do Greg. And then we're just going to do conceptually versus anything too numerical. So how do Frank and Greg compare to each other? Well, they both watched movie B, C, as well as F. And then when you look at the rating, it's pretty similar. They both gave movie B a 5, both gave movie F a 3, and then movie C, Frank gave a 3, Greg gave a 4. Pretty close. So let's say B, C, and F. 1, they were watched, and then 2, they were rated similarly. Let's now look at comparing to Hillary. So again, they both watched B, C, and F. However, the ratings are very different, almost complete opposite, 5 versus 1, 3 versus 1, 3 versus 1. Other thing about Hillary is she pretty much is a movie buff. She watches every single movie. But again, the first point is the more important one, where it's almost completely opposite ratings. Almost opposite ratings. Then our last person is going to be Joe. So again, Joe watches B, C, and F, but the ratings are slightly more different compared with Greg's. So Frank versus Joe, 5 versus 3, difference of 2, difference of 2, and again, difference of 2. So B, C, and F, they have in common, but rating is more different. Let's see, rating more different than when you compare it with Greg. So, what's our result? So our result is Frank is most similar to Greg. And as a result, Greg and Frank watched all the same movies, except Greg also watched movie G, Frank did not watch movie G. So we're going to recommend movie G to Frank. So, recommend G to Frank. And these are very high-level conceptual topics in terms of extra things you might want to look into. Concepts of, say, sparse matrix. So if you imagine the full data set, you're going to have many, many movies, many, many users, and you're going to have a lot of empty spaces because not everyone watched every single movie, so you're going to have a very sparse matrix. Another concept, you can find similar items, versus here we found similar users. Items in our example here is movies. Then more mathematical topic you can look into is also matrix factorization.